Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I've got a new silly hat. Good, eh? And also, I'm going to do the world's best sandwich, pulled pork, coleslaw and barbecue sauce sandwich. Yeah. Before we start, a couple of shout outs, one for Jonathan Saville and his wife Amy, and also one for Michael Wade. Okay, you got it. Right, pulled pork, very much southern states of America thing, I reckon. But, you know, hit these shores maybe 20 years ago, and we love it. Traditionally done on a barbecue, an outdoor grill, but I'm not doing that. I'm doing it in the oven for a very long time, so it should be, you know, falling to bits and delicious. And I'm looking forward to it, so let's do it. Right, ingredients for the pulled pork. I've got 1.5 kilos of pork shoulder, a can of cider, and then I'm going to make a rub out of these things. So that's 3 tablespoons of demerara sugar, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of coarse sea salt or kosher salt, and a teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, and hickory smoke powder to give us, well, you know, a smoky flavour. Pork shoulder in the States is often referred to as pork butt or Boston butt, and as we all know, that's a euphemism for your backside, bottom or arse. And clearly the shoulder of a pig isn't anywhere near that region. But the name comes from the olden days when a lot of meat got packed in Boston, and the cheaper cuts like this will be packed into wooden barrels or butts, hence the name. So I'm just going to mix up the rub. I'll just put all of the ingredients into a jar. Give them a good... I'll just put most of the ingredients in a jar and quite a lot of it on the countertop, flipping it. What am I like? And give it a good shake. Right, so this meat from the supermarket is suspiciously tied up with all of these elasticated string things, because, well, that's the way it's rolled. I'm concerned because most of it is actually covered in fat. We do want some fat, but not all of this, so I want to try and get rid of that. And I want to keep it tied up because I've got no string. I will keep that and I'll cook it with the rest of the meat. Now we just need to give it a good rub all over. Then you want to score the skin and press your rub right down into that, because it kind of falls off the actual skin. But okay, and that needs to go in the fridge for, I think, at least 2 hours, but overnight is preferable. Okay, several hours later. Now you want to preheat your oven to 150 degrees Celsius for a fan oven. That's 170 for a conventional one, and that's gas 3. So get yourself a big casserole dish and your chunk of meat and just pop it in. And if it won't fit, chop it into smaller bits. And make sure you put it fat side down. And then just pour in the cider. I don't know why Americans always call it apple cider, because if you call it cider it means it's made from apples. If you call it something else, perry or whatever, it's made from something else. Very strange. Okay, so put a lid on it, and that wants to cook until the internal temperature is 85 degrees Celsius, which will take a long time, but I'll check it after 3 hours. While the pork is cooking, and it smells terrific, by the way, I'm just going to make up some lovely coleslaw first of all. So I've got a couple of carrots, half a medium onion, that's completely optional, and a white cabbage and some mayonnaise. So I'm going to grate the carrots. If you've got a food processor, you can do this in nanoseconds. But I used to have one, but it died. I didn't replace it because I hate the you know, like 10 million little attachments that come with it that are always going to get lost or never used. Really got my nerves. And then you want about the same amount of cabbage. You can't realistically grate cabbage, but it's very easy to shred. Slice it first and then chop the slices. And then do the same thing with the completely optional onion. Actually, finer shreds. Add the onions to the cabbage and carrot. Give it all a good stir now. And keep grinding in some black pepper as you mix it together. And now just add as much mayonnaise as it takes to cover everything. So that 4 tablespoons of mayo was just about perfect. Look at that. Nom nom. And we'll just cover that and stick it in the fridge till we're ready for it. Now we'll make up the barbecue sauce. Half a cup of tomato ketchup. A quarter cup of demerara sugar. And a quarter cup of white wine vinegar. Or cider vinegar. A tablespoon of Worcester sauce, or Hendo's if you're lucky enough to live in Yorkshire, and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. We just stir those all together and stick them on the stove. And just bring it to the boil and then turn it down to a simmer and let it cook for a few minutes to thicken. Then give it a taste and mess around with it until you've got a flavour that you like. And pop it into a bowl till you're ready for it. Right, we've had 3 hours, so let's take its temperature. That's well into the 90s. That's partly done. So we'll turn it over so the fatty skin side is upwards. And we put it back in the oven without the lid on for 15 minutes. Okay, so that's after 15 minutes. It's not crispy like. So I'm just gonna take it out of the liquid and pop it on the lid of the casserole dish and put it back in for another 15 minutes. And we'll keep that, we want that. Right, it's still a bit flabby and the fat's not rendered. So we move on to plan C. And all my fans in Texas, you might want to avert your eyes at this point because it's probably sacrilege. Because we've got to get the char right, so 500 degrees Celsius should do it. Okay, I reckon that's charred enough, and whoo-wee, smoky in here. Right, we're gonna let that rest for half an hour, and me, and then we're gonna rip it to shreds. Sorry, pull it. Okay, 2 big forks, and let's shred it. Shred it good. Oh, let's find those bits of string because we don't want to be eating those. When we saw this being done professionally at the Pappy's Texas Smokehouse in Kendall, she started off with some sort of big like plastic combs, but then very quickly got down to doing it by hand with those blue latex gloves. So I'm not gonna use those bits, they're kind of inedible. So there we go, that's all our pork pulled. And I'm just going to add about half the cooking liquid. Stir that in and make it nice and juicy. Right, I've got some nice fluffy white buns. Can't believe I said that. And well, we just pile it on. Oh yeah. So there we go. Doesn't that look fab?
Is it taste test time yet?
Yeah, babe.
Cause
And now it's taste test time with Mrs.
hungry.
KeefCooks. Coleslaw.
Ooh.
Barbie sauce.
Ooh.
You don't like Barbie sauce.
Well, not the quantities you like Barbie sauce. Thank you, darling. No. Is it out of a bottle or did you make it?
No, I made it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ground up Barbies. What?
That's spectacular. It's sweet and it's sharp and it's deep. So yeah, and that's plenty for me. Ooh, I'm a cold.
That's very
What?
MasterChef.
They don't do blobs, they do smears, don't they?
Yeah.
So did you make the coleslaw?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, I made the coleslaw.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm still assembling mine. And I'm in my limits. Yeah, last week, do you remember you made those wonderful lamb burgers?
Oh yeah.
Barbeque. The mess. We were eating them like this.
This is much more civilised.
I've been looking forward to this. I always think of this actually as a summer thing. You know, big soft rolls filled with all sorts of goodies. This is sterile, isn't it?
No comment.
I do. I like big soft rolls full of goodies.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
You got one.
It's pulled tonight. Oh, look at all that. It's like being at Robin's. All pulled and everything. So, yeah, we had a wonderful time at your place, Robin, if you're watching this.
Pappy's Texas Barbecue. Kendall, Cumbria, Lake District.
If you can, if you get the chance to go up and sample Pappy's made authentically, then do. And in between times, you can practice with this and dream.
Yeah, theirs is better. But that's not bad.
No, it's lovely. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Thank you for watching. And see you next time.
Bye. Have you switched that camera off?
Not yet. I'm waiting for a witty comment.
Witty comment. Turn the camera off.